Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Gaming. I'm Matt,
I'm Rook.
and welcome to A Portrait of a Texas Family. This is an LGBTQ game that Rook found. Rook and I found, and this is dealing with what was
All of the um, goings on of trans healthcare in Texas and the laws that are coming out about it.
yeah. So just keep an open mind as we play this game. That we haven't played this game before, so this is going to be a journey for both of us. This is dear to my heart because I'm originally from Texas. So when I saw this, I just had to do it. I just had to do it. So
Yeah.
let's get the show on the road.
We get to customize our person.
Please don't choose a Garfunkel though. I like that one. Let's see what the fifth one is. Go back to the third one. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Chest size.
Oh,
Uh,
let's go with flat. What's this? Oh, that's very muscular.
what was muscular too?
Yeah. That one?
Yeah, I'd say that one.
Alright.
What about skin color? Do we want them to be a little darker or?
Do you?
No, I like the first one.
Yeah.
Pale white as snow.
Like me.
Okay, please select your pronouns.
We're both he, him.
Yes.
What was your main character?
Uh,
Should we just do Rain like for every other game?
yeah, just do rain.
Okay. Okay. My name is Rain. I need to put down my phone. It's just past noon on a sunny day in the beautiful swamp city of Houston, Texas.
Oh, they chose a good city.
I closed Twitter on my phone and finished responding to my friends' and colleagues' frantic messages about the governor's directive. This isn't exactly how I wanted to spend my lunch break with my cat. Oh, we get to name the kitty.
Yay.
What are we going to name her?
Midnight.
Midnight. See Midnight eyeing me. Oh, that cat sound. I miss my
No.
cat. I see Midnight eyeing me from atop the dining room table, able to tell how I'm feeling better than maybe anyone else. That's how Lucy was.
Yeah.
Except for my partner Martine, of course.
Are we sure it's Martine? Oh yeah, it is
It's got
Martine.
that. It's got that accent.
First, I don't have my glasses on, so for a second it just looked like a regular eye. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's got that little accent.
Maybe you should put your glasses on.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Actually, speaking of, I should probably be wearing my glasses too. You want to grab mine?
Where are yours at?
They're in the big
In the big.
in the big pouch in my backpack.
Alright, big pouch.
Yep. Buried under everything that's in here, because I carry my entire life around in my backpack.
That's how I used to be, but for some reason I stopped doing that for years.
I've been like that my whole life. You know me. You've seen my backpack for college.
Oh my god, I remember seeing your backpack. I'm like, what else does he have in there?
Everything.
Okay, here we go. That's much better. Yay, I can see the little chicken. Okay. He's bringing our child Sophia home from school soon. Oh, that's a beautiful name, Sophia.
Yeah.
I have to figure out how I'm going to explain the news to her most of all. I'm starting to get it. I'll stand up and look over my text messages. The only person who hasn't messaged me yet is Martine. Wonder if I should check in on him or give him a little space. I don't know.
I would do this one.
Yeah, do that one.
I type out a quick text to my partner. Hey, love you both. Replies a couple of seconds later with a heart emoji.
I know.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Oh, there's voice acting.
Love you more.
Oh, that's
oh,
so
that is
cute.
adorable.
Oh, is this a competition now?
Yes, actually. And I'm winning.
I hope
We'll
this.
see about that. Tuck my phone in my pocket as I look around the den of our apartment. Okay, you can do this. Just three more things for the safe folder. We have the Polaroids in the kitchen. I'll head there first. Look around the small, tight confines of the kitchen. A few cereal boxes rest on the counter. Empty, rinsed bowls and dirty silverware sit in the bottom of the sink waiting to be cleaned. I fully close a few partially open cabinets. Oh, that's what I do. If there's cabinets open in the kitchen, I'm just like,
Yeah, the Polaroid of our family at Galveston Beach from last summer hangs on the front of the fridge under a magnet shaped like Texas. I remember being at Galveston Beach. I actually think that was the beach where I got stung.
mm,
Yeah, it was. I believe it was Galveston Beach. Yeah, I told you what happened, right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
So for those of you who don't know, I have a personal vendetta against jellyfish. This is why. Was on vacation with my family, and we were chilling at the beach, and we had heard that there was jellyfish that were being found on the beach and everything, but like we didn't pay it much mind because we thought, oh, if we see it, we'll just move away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and my dad and my brother were playing, and I was, we were splashing water at each other, like just playing around and everything like that. And I splashed, and when I went to take my left arm to, make like a wave,
Uh-huh.
I thought I caught a reed, like like a seaweed reed, and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't. It was a jellyfish, and it wrapped around my entire left arm, went all over the left side of my body, and it was like the most excruciating pain I could ever imagine. It was like a million. It was like a million knives going in and out of me, like in and
Yeah.
out of my skin. It hurt so bad. I immediately, like, my dad like pulled me out of the water, and this couple that saw us, like, there was no lifeguard. There was no lifeguard, and they started to rub sand in my skin, and what that did is it, like, the like texture of the sand like got some of the I don't know, like the slime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It got some of it out,
Yeah.
but like you could just, like, my dad took me straight to the hotel room, that the hotel we were staying at, and I just laid in the bed in there, and I was like, my whole arm and everything was
Yeah.
just so red. It was so painful.
Yeah. I know up here, if you go to Lake Rocky Neck, August starts Portuguese man o' war season. So there's Portuguese man o' wars all over the beach, and so I've never gone swimming there in August because I do not want to get stung by a jellyfish.
No,
Fuck
you don't.
that.
No, you don't. I'm telling you from experience. No, you
And
don't.
I've never been never been stung.
All right, back to the game. Pick up the photo, remembering in vivid detail what happened after it was taken.
Oh, we
Oh,
get to see it play out.
yeah. We asked a passing stranger if they could take a photo of us together. Thankfully, she said yes. After days of intense rainstorms that all but flooded nearby towns, the sun finally broke through the dreariness. The beach was filled with families looking to celebrate the warm, sunny day. It was the first time we took Sophia to a beach since she came out as trans to Martine and I. Oh, for a long time she didn't have the confidence to walk out in a bathing suit. It didn't help that when we went shopping for one, other parents around us would stare at her as if she didn't belong in the girls' swimsuit section. Oh my god, that's so horrible.
Mm.
Sophia loved the beach and still does, probably more than either of us. Unlike us, she can look past the opaque brown water and tar balls. As we all sat on the bright blue beach towel together, I noticed her staring out at a group of kids closer to the shore. Some chased each other around in the foam of crashing waves. Others buried friends in the sand or built castles. Martine and I noticed Sophia's nervous longing to want to join them, but she wasn't sure how. Okay. Okay. Martine and I know Sophia's nervous longing to want to join them, but she wasn't sure how. Tip: you can choose optional chat dialogue selections to talk to Sophia about something. These options will not advance the story. We can choose the option without chat before it to advance.
Ask about the beach trip. Ask about the weather. Ask about playing with the other kids.
I kind of want to ask Sophia about playing with the other kids.
Hey, hun, do you want to go play with the other kids? Or do you want to just sit here with us for a while?
I want to play. I just.
Sophia trailed off.
It'll be your first time playing with other kids since you told us how you felt, right?
It's okay to be nervous. What you're feeling is completely natural.
It
That's
is?
true. That is true.
Yeah.
Because it's like, in a situation like that, especially with people you don't know, opening up that door, like, like introducing yourself when you've just come to accept yourself is like very, very difficult.
It really is. I can speak to this as a trans guy myself, but coming out is really hard. And I'll be quite honest. When you came to the liquor store that first time, um, I was really nervous about letting you know. I was terrified.
Because once you say those words, you
There's no
can't,
taking it
yeah,
back.
you can't take it back. You can't unsay them. That's like what,
And because you had just said that you had feelings for me, I'm like, hey, is this gonna make you rethink that?
did you honestly think that was going to make me rethink that?
Honestly, yeah.
I'm glad I proved you wrong so far. Alright, back to this. It
Of
is.
course. You're worried how others might react.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But we'll be here.
Both of us. We'll make sure nothing bad happens.
Promise?
Pinky promise.
Oh, that's a
Yes! That's like one of the most valid forms of promising.
yes.
It's almost on par with like signing a contract, honestly, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And when you're done, you can come right back, okay?
Okay. Can we get food after?
Of course.
You got it.
Does this or does our character look like he has black lipstick?
Kind of.
Sophia's eyes went wide at the prospect of food after playing and dashed out to join the other kids. I held Martine's hand tightly as we watched Sophia join the other children, running across the shoreline, dashing all through the crashing waves. We scanned around the beach to see if any of the parents were noticing Sophia playing with other girls. Breathing a sigh of relief, we relaxed as no one said anything. Sophia was just another happy beach kid now.
So, does your kid not have other friends like her to play with?
What?
Oh. And
Oh,
so it begins.
yeah, here we go. Martine and I whipped our heads around to see an older gentleman lounging next to a silent, stoic woman wearing sunglasses looking over at us.
I'm sorry, were you talking about our child?
Yeah. You two handling everything with her all right?
The fuck?
She's there. Uh, transgender or something, right?
It's
Uh,
it's things like this where you have to there's two options. They're saying this because they're not supportive and they're trying to like they're just being transphobic, or they're attempting to be supportive and they just don't know how to do
I feel bad for people who are like attempting to, and they're just like, "This is not coming out right. We're trying to be supportive."
it.
You know, because you feel for them because they're
Yeah,
trying, but it's just
yeah.
like coming out like
I've
completely wrong.
I've had a couple of guys down at the liquor store who were they asked a lot of questions like this, and it was terrifying because where I worked was very like backwoods, Trump supporting, bigoted, not not open to um like asking questions or acceptance or anything. And because I worked in an area like that, I was always like on edge when people started asking questions because I can't tell if they're being a bigot or trying to be supportive and it's coming out the wrong way.
Right.
And I'm so thankful that the guys that were asking questions and trying to understand what I'm going through and everything, they ended up being very supportive. And as soon as they knew that, like, I'm just one of the guys, they would start coming in and treating me like one of the guys. And I was so lucky and thankful for those guys. And I miss them.
All right, let's see what happens next. My heartbeat quickened and stabilized in record time, hearing an attempt at using the right words and pronouns to describe her, and not something out of a different century or worse yet.
Yes, our daughter is trans.
And we're handling it as well as we can. It's all kind of new for us.
Yeah, it didn't make a lick of sense to me neither till my cousin's niece came out as transgender last year.
Oh,
Oh, so with the support, it was just coming out weird.
yeah.
Turns out, there ain't a whole lot to get. Kid just wants to live her life like how she always felt she should.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Nothing wrong with that.
So
Oh
you see the anxiety that I go through.
yes. Exactly.
Exactly.
And what's your cousin's niece's name?
Jenny, and your kids?
Sophia.
Hmm. Well, good luck. They grow up real fast.
That's so sweet.
Oh,
Thank you. We know.
Of course. Y'all take care now.
Sure. That was a wholesome interaction. That was very nice.
yes. We watched as the man got up and shuffled away, leaving the silent, sunbathing woman next to him behind and leaving us a bit confused.
They portrayed that anxiety of asking those questions really well.
They did.
That's and like I know it's a game, but like I started to get that like
This could go wrong. This could go wrong either way.
Oh, well, that was
unexpected.
Unexpected.
in more ways than one.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see Sophia come bouncing back towards us, happy as can be. Hey, look at you, all smiles.
Hey, you make some new friends?
Yeah, everyone was really nice. They didn't say anything.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Wanna go get some food?
Yeah. And then can I go back and play?
Martine and I shared a sly smile.
Sure thing!
That was enthusiastic.
Right.
Woohoo!
Love Sophia's voice.
hmm
Sophia and I walked together towards a nearby food stand. She got right up to the friendly looking vendor with a determined look.
Can I have a salty pretzel, please?
Her eyes lit up as the vendor pulled out a large dough twist covered in far too much salt for its metal container of warmth.
Here you are. That'll be $3.
As she handed over the oversized snack to Sophia, my daughter took a big bite out of it. Hey, hold on, let me pay first. I handed over the cash as quickly as I could while apologizing.
Sorry, I'm starving.
I'm so sorry, first day back at the beach in a while for us.
No, it's all right. She's adorable. Are you her?
Aaron,
Aaron, yeah.
my partner is watching our spot.
Oh, well, that's awfully nice. You two are a lovely little duo.
Aww.
That's mighty kind of you. It means a lot, really. Oh, that's so nice.
No.
I noticed her chewing on the pretzels. I gestured to Sophia to thank the kind vendor. Good manners too, young lady. What do we say?
Thank you.
Of course. You're very welcome. You'll have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Smiled as we walked back to the blankets, Sophia chowing down right beside me. Everything that could have gone wrong didn't. Coming out of my reverie, I put the Polaroid in the folder with the rest of the growing stack inside.
The growing what?
Yeah,
What did you read?
I don't know.
Did you just try to say shake?
Yes, I did. Because for a second I thought that the C was an H.
Hell yeah, putting everything into a blender. That was a good day. Alright, that's one down. Now there should be a letter from Michelle in the filing cabinet. Who's Michelle?
Let me go check the office. I enter the master bedroom, a cozy room shared with Martine when we refashioned at the start of the pandemic so we could both work from home. I can't help but think about all the times we took alternating shifts. I would toll away on my laptop on certain days when Martine would be on a Zoom call with a teacher, helping wrangle together the attention of 24 kids for hours. Other days I'd be there for conference calls, meetings, and trying not to get distracted by Slack chats while typing up reports and reviewing applications. In between, we managed to take care of Sophia and make sure none of us got sick. That got a bit harder when Martine had to go back to assisting teachers in person. But so far, we've all been lucky. I walked past the desk, the safe folder laid atop it near my laptop and scattered papers, two questions springing back to the forefront of my mind. What is a safe folder and why do we need it? That was what Martine and I asked a married couple we invited over for lunch a few months back. We'd all met at a local Pride event here in Houston. The two older women, Jane and Molly, were and still are raising a lovely, funny trans boy named Eric who took to Sophia like cheese to macaroni. They were the ones that encouraged us to put together this collection. Report cards full of straight A's, family photographs of us together post-transition, and self-portraits drawn by Sophia that affirmed her gender identity. Aww. All this was meant to show how unconditional we both were in our love and care for our daughter in case Child Protective Services ever investigated us. Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah, because, like, are you aware of what the laws are?
Yeah, like if you take a child to like any transitional care, like that you get Child Protective Services called on you, right?
It's considered child abuse.
It's what?
You didn't know that?
That part? No.
No, yeah, it's considered child abuse.
Oh my god. Let's continue. It was unthinkable at the time. We dragged our feet about putting the folder together since. But recent events changed all that. These thoughts swirl around my mind as I tug at the top drawer at the right side of the desk. It opens with a quick pull. I rummage through and find what I was looking for. A letter written by our neighbor Michelle about how lovely our family is after we had her and a state senator over for dinner. Wow, how'd you get a state senator over at
I
your
don't
house?
know.
Jane and Molly recommended we also include any letters from people close to us about how wonderful we are as parents. This one certainly fits the bill. I pick up the handwritten piece, remembering in vivid detail the moments before it was written. 2 weeks ago, we bought a nice tablecloth for our hand-me-down dining table. We wanted to share dinner with an important state senator who declared he was undecided on his support for a proposed anti-trans bill. Oh my lord. That's got to be nerve-wracking.
Terrifying.
We also invited our next-door neighbor, Michelle. I was about to say Molly.
I have no idea.
She was and still is a vibrant, passionate sculptor and mother of two lovely boys that were also friends with Sophia. Their whole family, including Michelle's husband Arnold, were folks we had gotten to know quite well over the past few years. She offered some neighborly support during the dinner when we told her about what we planned. A spread of fresh homemade ribs, cornbread with plenty of butter, taro beans, water, and Lone Star was laid out on the table. Oh, I remember Lone Star. A pecan pie waited in the kitchen, all wrapped up in tinfoil. Sophia was dressed a little bit nicer than usual and was on her best behavior, but otherwise just enjoyed her meal like any other day. Martine and I also dressed well for the occasion, and along with Michelle, we did the best we could to keep the conversation flowing organically.
Let me just say, I appreciate you folks having me out like this.
I love that there's voice acting.
The
Me too.
spread was just delicious. You make some real good grub. As Paul would say, that cornbread, mmm, so good.
Got the
Tell you
accent
what,
right.
I'm tempted to take some home to my wife and kids.
Of course, feel free.
Thank you for taking the time to visit our little family. I know your schedule's quite busy.
It's nice to finally talk to someone who can make such a significant difference in Texas. I haven't yet had the pleasure of meeting one on one with any elected officials.
Yes.
Pleasure's all mine, miss. From what I've heard, your family's lovely as well.
Why, thank you kindly. We'd be more than happy to have you over for dinner one night, too.
Certainly. I'll think about it. My dance card's getting quite busy, but we'll see.
Sure, sure.
Anyway,
Sports, school, or family?
uh, I'll talk about the family. So, how's your family been?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. My wife stays at home these days, takes care of the house. An everyday lifesaver. She's my rock.
Guess that's something we both appreciate about our partners in that regard.
I bet. My oldest started dating some gal over the winter. I hope it doesn't distract him from getting ready for his senior year of high school in the fall. He's starting to get recruited to play QB.
Nice.
Nice.
That's wonderful. What schools?
Houston, BYU, UT, Notre Dame, LSU. You
Oh,
name it,
don't go to
he's on the
LSU.
list.
No, no, no. I can handle if you go to Houston. I can handle if you went to BIU, UT. But don't go to LSU, man. No. No. I'm sorry. That's the one part. That's the Texan in me. No. You don't go to LSU. You stay in Texas.
I love you.
And then if you're lucky enough in the draft, you get drafted by the Dallas Cowboys.
You're
You know,
Sorry.
my oldest son
good.
Jerry got a scholarship to play for Houston.
No kidding.
You didn't tell us that.
That's amazing.
What position?
Wide receiver. All his hard work's been paying off. I told him it would.
Oh, that's wonderful, Miss Williams. I hope to see your boy out on the field.
Thank you, sir.
He turns to look at Sophia, who is busy nibbling at some ribs in between bites of cornbread and spoonfuls of beans.
And do you play any sports, little,
Sophia.
right, do you play any sports, Sophia?
I used to play soccer. Not anymore, though.
Oh, that's a shame. Why's that?
The school won't let Sophia play on the girls' team anymore after House Bill 25 passed.
Oh, that's just wrong. That's just so
I
wrong.
don't want to anyway. I'm in the science club now.
Oh, well, let me just say, I had nothing to do with that bill.
Real quick to defend yourself. Real quick.
That shit won't me.
I like that. That had nothing to do with me.
That ain't my fault.
I had nothing to do with
Not
this.
so my boat.
We know you abstained.
We just wanted to talk to you since, we've seen how close you are with the governor and all. We're not asking for much. We just like some reassurance that you still feel that every Texas child is worth protecting.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yep.
Alright. I got a little intense.
It's the most important thing for
Of
us.
course. I got kids too, you know.
So do I.
Exactly. And I mean, I'll be the first to admit I don't fully understand why Sophia is, transgender. But you two seem like a lovely family. So I know you're raising her right.
That's supportive in a way.
But I don't know how much sway you think I have with the governor. He's his own man. And I'm just one person, you know.
It only takes one person.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes is just one person.
Well, I've known this family for a few years now, Senator. My sons and Sophia have always gotten along real well together. Jerry even taught Sophia how to play soccer when they were younger. I can't imagine a more polite and well behaved family outside my own.
No,
That's very
That
passionate.
is
it
something of a
is.
vote of confidence, I'll say.
Mhm.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind as we start up in the next session.
That's all we ask, Senator.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's about time I get. I need to
I
get
like how
back
they
to
even
my
spelled that
novel.
last word right. They even spelled it right. Man gave us all a pain. Four smiles he got up from the table, pushing in his chair.
Why pained and forced?
What? Yeah. You want any pecan pie for the road?
I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. Gotta save some room for my wife's own cooking.
Wouldn't want her food going to waste, I'm sure.
You read my mind, miss. Y'all take care now.
As he walked out the door, we all politely waved to him, waiting until he was out of earshot. In the clear, Martine stabbed a fork into the senator's plated rib, the noise audible as metal impacted meat.
Damn it!
Jesus.
Yep.
Where jar?
Sorry.
Sorry, honey, we did what we could.
He was certainly exactly what I expected.
I'm genuinely surprised he even agreed to meet with us.
He only wanted to score some brownie points. Make himself feel good about meeting real constituents or something.
You did the best you could. All of you.
Did I do well?
Yes.
You were the best.
I guess now we just wait and see what happens.
And fight like heck, no matter what.
So, am I gonna be okay? Will we still get to be a family?
The rest of us looked at Sophia, not sure what to say before I finally spoke. We don't know what's going to happen, hon, but we're always going to be a family, don't you ever think otherwise.
Okay. Good.
We will always be there for you.
And that includes me too. All right?
I brushed Sophia's hair, lightening the mood a bit. Now, who wants some pie?
Me!
I want some now. Coming out of my reverie, I put the letter in the folder with the rest of the growing stack inside. Nope.
Shake again?
Nope. I didn't say it this time.
I heard the H.
Nope. That was a frustrating day. Alright, two down. Let me check the den. There might be a drawing or something from Sophia that we can use. I search around the small living space between the kitchen and dining room my family and I generously call our apartment's den. Small scattered stack of unopened junk mail, medical bills, and school notices sit on the living room table. I shuffle the envelopes aside to see if the drawing is underneath before glancing at each of the 5 seats at the table. Nothing. Gotta keep looking. As I walk past the couch, I see Midnight sleeping peacefully on it.
We're gonna pet the cat.
I gently rub my right hand along the top of Midnight's head and back, feeling her soft black fur. Something next to her catches my eye. A drawing Sophia started on a road trip a few months ago but never finished. The stylized figures of myself, Martine, and Sophia were in the process of being completed. Oh wow. I pick up the drawing, remembering in vivid detail what happened after Sophia started it. We were on our way home from a visit to Big Thicket. Ugh. Sophia had to do an assignment for her biology class that involved observing animals. Martine decided we should take a hiking trip and get some fresh air after being cooped up for so long. On the way back, we pulled into a Beaver Mike's late in the afternoon. Sophia had to use the bathroom. Oh no.
I've been
Uh-oh.
driving for a while. Want to stay here and stretch your legs?
I'll walk around a bit, but I'll get us a little something for later.
Can we get some kolaches?
Oh, I love those.
What are those?
It's kind of hard to explain. Let me see if I can look it up. It might be easier if I just show you a picture.
Okay.
It's kind of like a breakfast thing.
Okay.
It's like a sausage roll. It's how it is.
Okay.
Ooh, that
I'm
does
sorry.
sound tempting, actually.
Ow.
Sorry. Haha, okay, I'll get some while you two do your business.
Nice.
Thanks, baby.
Of course. Entering the store together, I noticed the long stretch of space leading to the bathrooms in the back. A 30-something cashier glanced at Martine and Sophia with a sly grin as the two walked by her towards the back.
Too much Coke?
Yeah, we're gonna buy something too. Don't worry.
Ah, I don't care either way.
Thanks.
The two headed towards the bathroom as I waved politely to the cashier and walked to the food section. As I waited in line, I looked around to get a sense of the people around us. Tip: you can choose optional explore dialogue options to check around Beaver mics. These options will not advance the story. You can choose the option without explore before to advance.
Okay. Check the front, check the back, or just...
Check the front. Glance towards the entrance, taking stock of the various patrons milling about. Family of four carried some food and drinks down one of the aisles together. So there was something man in an orange Texas Longhorn shirt. I had that. In cargo shorts with comfy flip-flops looked over foam footballs with his wide-eyed preteen son. Middle-aged woman with a John 3:16 pen on her shirt pushed the cart around the store, snacks and drinks stuffed inside. I gently whispered to myself, "Alright, Martine, Sophia will be back soon. Everything's gonna be fine." Check the back. Glanced towards the back of the store, checking to see if Martine and Sophia finished up yet, catching some of the customers walking around. 20-something couple stood face to face holding baskets and talking about something. The teenager texted on their phone while leaning against a rack of chips, twisting their head around to try to find someone or something before their eyes went back to the screen. A person with a Confederate flag hat and tank top with two baskets full of beef jerky and sunflower seeds walked towards me before turning a corner. I gently whispered to myself, "Hopefully they'll be out any second." What am I saying? Nothing's gonna happen. If anyone was gonna do anything, it had happened already. Inch by inch, I worked my way up the short line, glancing around the rest stop. People trickled in and out, going about their day. Martine and Sophia still hadn't emerged from the bathroom as I finally got to the counter.
Hey, everything all right?
I turned to face the young woman behind the food counter, a dark red Beaver Mike's uniform and cap adorning her body as she smiled at
Need
me.
help looking for something?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you, though. I'm good.
Okay. What can I get you?
I looked over at the food warmers filled with pre-made stuffed pastries my family wanted.
Cherry, slices, cheese, and jalapeno, or just sausage and cheese?
The middle one.
Because of the jalapenos.
Yeah, it's because of the jalapenos. We gotta have jalapenos.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
I mean, no.
I'll eat the jalapeno, you don't have to. I'll take on the spicy foods, bring them on.
Then you can have my share, because I can't handle spice.
Not even just a tiny little bit? Just a little nip?
I'm too white for that.
Yeah, you're so white you make Casper look like he's got a tan.
Fuck you.
Let's continue.
Coming right up.
Glancing back one more time, I saw Martin and Sophie emerge from the bathroom.
Here you are. That'll be $5.74.
That's cheap as hell. I handed over $6 from my wallet while thinking as I took the food. Thanks, keep the change, have a nice day.
You too. Take care.
Martine walked up to me, smelling the galoshes as we walked back towards the entrance.
Thanks, baby. They smell real good.
Can I get one now?
Oh.
Just wait till we're back in the car, okay?
Okay.
Was there a line for the bathroom?
Nah, not really. Just have to wait for a stall to open, and it was fine.
No one said anything?
Nope. All good.
Great. Wait, where's Sophia?
Oh, this is cute. Can we get this? I need a new pair.
I turned around looking over to see Sophia near the clothing section holding a pair of frilly bright pink stockings that might make people turn their heads if they noticed. I walked over as calmly as I could, my pleasant smile not betraying my rising panic. Sure thing, hon. I took the cute stockings from Sophia, paying for it at the front while ignoring anyone who might be watching otherwise. The friendly cashier from before gave me a side-eyed glance of confusion as she rang up the clothes and put them in a bag. I waited until we had all gotten in the car to give the food and clothing to Sophia. Here you go, hon.
Don't eat your food too fast, okay?
Thanks. And I won't. I promise.
Okay.
And Sophia? Sophia looked at me, stockings in one hand and Kalash in the other.
Yeah?
Just let me or Dad know going forward if you want one of us to buy you underwear or clothes, okay?
Okay, but why? It's just clothes.
I know to you it's just clothes, but you need to be careful about saying certain comments in public places.
But why, though?
Oh, I feel this.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, some people won't understand why you're saying things like how certain types of clothes are cute.
Yep.
They won't
I
understand
felt
how
that.
special and loving you are. Like we and your friends and your teachers do.
Yeah.
How much you love yourself.
I don't get what love has to do with anything. It's just fabric that looks cute.
Yeah, it is.
Can I still keep them?
Of course.
I like Martine.
Mm-hmm.
You picked them out after all.
Yes! Go stockings!
Beaming in joy, we pulled out of the parking lot and back onto the road, Martine and Sophia enjoying their food as I drove us home. Martine and I were determined from there on to keep Sophia not just safe, but happy and thriving no matter what. We refused to be any less brave than a happy, smiling preteen girl picking out clothes in a roadside rest stop amongst complete strangers. Coming out of my reverie, I put the drawing in the folder with the rest of the growing stack inside.
You didn't say shake this time.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yay!
That was an important day. I need to ask Sophia if it's okay to put this in the folder. As I finish gathering up everything into the folder, I hear Martine and Sophia walk in.
Hey, we're home.
Walking up behind me, Martine kisses me on the cheek, wrapping his arms around my waist.
Hi.
My English is not so good.
It happens.
Sophia walks in front of us, plopping down on the couch.
Uh-oh.
Hey kiddo, you have a good day at school?
Yeah, I guess.
That's a no. Have either of you heard the news?
Yeah, that was what I was gonna talk to you and Sophia about.
Martine and I let go of one another.
Wait, where's my drawing?
Right here. I pull it out of the folder and hand it back to her. I wanted to keep it in the safe folder, but I just want to hold on to it. That's fine too. But if you want to just hold on to it, yeah. Sophia looks over the drawing, grabs a pen lying on the couch, and writes something on it.
You need something like that in a folder, you think?
Can't hurt, but there's a bunch of other stuff that we could. Sophia tosses the drawing back to me.
Here. I just needed to sign it first, that's all.
Aw. I take the drawing from her with care, placing it back inside the folder.
If it means we can still be together, it can go inside.
Aw.
I can make even more drawings. Better ones, too.
Yeah, you can. And you will.
Are we gonna be alright?
That was quiet. That
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. I put down the folder on the table as I sit down on the couch next to Sophia, Martine joining me. Everything's gonna be alright.
We promise.
Okay.
The three of us embrace in a warm, tight group hug, none of us wanting to let go. I love you two so much.
God.
Sophia breaks away from the hug.
Yeah, love you too.
She stands up looking over at Martine and I with a determined fire in her eyes.
So, what are we doing for dinner?
Martine and I glance at each other. It takes both of our best efforts not to burst out laughing at her sudden change of mood. How about you choose tonight?
Really? Anything I want?
Don't put
Within reason.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let me see what we have.
That's more like it.
The three of us laugh as we walk into the kitchen together. We'll take a glance back at the folder on the table, remembering where it is before joining Martine and Sophie in the kitchen to prepare dinner. And for the first time since I saw the news, I let myself feel I would say joy. Joy? Do you like to?
Wow. That was quite an experience.
It was, and the fact that it's dealing with recent events is that's what makes the impact even more real, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the way they portray having to, like telling her to watch what she says in public, or it's the anxiety of that first interaction at the beach. That was spot on, because that's exactly what it feels like.
The unfortunate part is like you don't know who's supportive and who isn't until the words come out.
Yeah.
It's like it's like that pins and needles reaction. It's like you have to wait until the words are said.
Yeah. And something I learned about working in the town that I worked in is that it's because a lot of people are like, well, if somebody's wearing like a MAGA hat or something like that, very like right wing. Not all of them are super phobic. I've had quite a few older gentlemen who wear MAGA hats and Trump shirts and everything, and they see the pronoun pin, and they like kind of give you that nod of like respect. They won't, they don't misgender me, but they don't also like use anything that they don't use any like gendered terms. They just say thanks, have a nice day, take care, things like that. So at least they're being respectful enough to not misgender.
The majority of people that when I talk to about that, it's not that they were unsupportive. It's just that they were more confused. Like
Right.
but they asked questions. They asked, like, how does that,
Yeah.
like, I had one person like straight up tell me, he's like, I know this is probably not the best way to ask this question, but he's like, how does that work? Like, he's like, how does that? How do you? How does this? He's like, can you explain it to me? And I like tried my best to explain the situation,
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm still a little confused. He's like, it's not that I'm against it. He's like, I'm just confused.
Right.
He's like, that's all it is. Is I'm just confused.
Yeah.
He's like, but he's like, to each their own. If that's what makes you happy, then
Right.
I support
Right.
that. He's like, you have a right to happiness. You have a right to
Yeah.
love yourself and be yourself.
I was actually, I'm thinking about the people who came into the liquor store that I worked in, and I remember there was one time um, where I hadn't been in for. It was the start of the pandemic, and so I hadn't been into work for like a month and a half, 2 months, just because my whole family's high risk, and I wasn't chancing going into working, getting COVID, and then taking it home to Rin or my grandfather. And uh, Lisa actually said, "Hey, somebody came in and was asking for you specifically, because they have something that they want to talk about. They didn't tell me what it was, but they need to talk to you about something." And I was like, "Okay." And so the next time I was in, this this person came in, and they started asking me. They were like, "So you're Pin, right? So you're in transition?" And I was like, "Yes." And they were like, um, and so they started asking me about like where I was going for my trans health care and everything. And I was getting a little concerned because I was like, "Why are you asking me these things?" And they were like, "Well, and now keep in mind, this is somebody who's like in their like 40s or 50s.
Right.
And they were like, um, I've been doing a lot of reading and looking into myself, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm non-binary. And I was wondering, like, where you get your health care, do they have like support groups for people like me? And I'm like, honestly, here's the website and phone number. I actually don't know because I don't really do support groups myself. Like I just don't. Um, but if you contact them, like here's the phone number, the website, and the email. Um, give them a call or an email, and you can ask about like what services they have as far as like support groups and everything. And I thought that was a really interesting experience because this is somebody who came in wearing a MAGA hat and a Trump shirt, and who was like middle aged, and I'm like, that that was interesting. Um, but I thought that was an interesting experience. Um, so like you can't really like judge people by like who they support and their political sphere or how you think they're gonna be. You know.
I had a. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I had a lot of people that I made friends with when I was up here. And, unfortunately, after college, everyone went their own separate ways. Like, I run
Yeah.
into a few of them at, like, veterans groups or veteran
Right.
events and stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
But when they came to find out about our relationship, they were very surprised because they assumed this, and they even said they felt bad, but they even told me they assumed that because I was from Texas and from the South originally, that I would be like all anti this, anti that, anti this, and I was like, no. I
Right.
was like, just because I'm from Texas does not mean that that's the first thing.
Right.
I was like, actually, I said, I used quite a bit of examples about how people who were LGBTQ, how they were nervous, but they came out to me,
Hmm.
and I was like, okay. And they
Right.
gave me this like it was always the same reaction. It was this look of confusion, like you're totally okay with this. I'm like, yeah, I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't bother me. It's like you're not doing anything wrong. You are who you are. You love who you love. That no one has the right
Yeah.
to question it.
Right.
And I
Right.
just would leave it at that. I'm like, if you ever want to come talk to me about, even if you're
Hmm.
having relationship problems or you,
Yeah.
and I even told one guy this was like, I don't know how I could do this or work this for you, so, but if you needed a wingman or something, I could try to. It's like, and he's like, seriously, it's like, I was like, emphasis on the word try. It's like a
Right.
different situation entirely. It's but
Yeah.
I would be your hype man if that's what you need.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were very shocked, but they
Yeah.
appreciated that that's how it was.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, there's that stigma that
Yeah.
if you're from the South, you're a lot
Yeah.
of this and that, and
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. And I think another piece about this particular, I don't really want to call it a game because it's more just experience, but we do have a kid who is trans.
Yes.
Um, I'm not sure if they want me to out them, so I'm not going to say which one. Um, but it is a lot of that, like the fear about having a trans kid and what people will say and what they'll think, and having to be careful in public places because of it. There's a lot of that same anxiety.
Yes.
Um, I'm. I don't. Do you feel it as bad as I do sometimes? Because it is difficult.
It's difficult and it's terrifying. It's a terrifying thing because you want your child to be who they are and you want to support them and do whatever you can.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like when you don't know how people are going to react, and you can't,
Yeah.
like you can go through classes and everything about how to read people, and you still won't know what to look
Yeah.
for because unfortunately, you can't, you, you know, you, there's no like radar or
Yeah.
whatever to judge how a person's going to react if they hear this or they hear that, and it's a very terrifying concept.
Yeah. And a lot of my fear is because I'm trans and I've been out for this Christmas will make 3 years that I've been out of the closet. Um, yeah, that was my Christmas present to myself in 2020 is I came out. Um, but a lot of my fear is that because there's so many people who are like, oh well, the gays and the transes are converting our kids and they're transing our kids. Like
And
that's terrifying because like I I didn't. You know, I'm open about what I'm going through with our kid. Actually, all three of our kids, honestly. I'm very open about my experiences. But all I did was give our kids room to be who they are and express themselves the way they want to express themselves. Um, and kind of just was like, I'm prepared for them to be cis het. I am prepared for them to be gay or bi or pan or ace or trans. I'm as long as our kids are happy and healthy and they love who they are, honestly.
Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Rainbow Gaming. If you like this, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to our channel. That'll just warm our hearts. Also, if you have any recommendations for other games that you'd like to see us play, please leave a comment below. Also, check out the description for this video. There'll be links to other accounts, which are our Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, so check those out. Other than that, Rook, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
Well, guys, until next time, I'm Matt,
I'm Rook.
and we will see you in the next episode.
See ya.
Bye bye. Right now, I want one of these.